Did you know that more than 22,000 people have died from car crashes in 2015? And according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, more than half of those people were not wearing their seatbelts. According to my research analysis, most of you said that you wear your seatbelt every time you get in the vehicle, and that seatbelt safety is important to all of you. I personally have had family that has been saved by wearing their seatbelt. And that's why seatbelt safety is so important and can and will save your life in the event of a car crash. Today we will discuss the importance of seatbelts, skeptics about wearing them, how to properly wear a safety belt, and the laws regarding them. So let's talk about how your seatbelt can save your life. In the event of a car crash, a seatbelt can increase your chances of survival. A statistic that I found from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, published in August of 2016, seatbelts saved more than 14,000 lives in 2015. In the past 9 years, 5,099 people have died in Wisconsin alone from fatal car crashes. Imagine if those people had been wearing their seatbelt. On average, about 80% of the people in America wear their seatbelt every time they get in the car, which is a great statistic. But there are still too many fatalities due to non-restraint in a motor vehicle. Over the years, seatbelts have become more popular, but the number of people that do not believe in seatbelts is still too large. So let's talk about some critics and skeptics of seatbelts. There are many people that believe that seatbelts will harm them worse in the event of a car crash if they were to just not wear them at all. Now, there are always exceptions to the rule. There have been people that have sadly died from wearing their seatbelts, but the amount of people that have been saved by seatbelts significantly outweighs the number of fatalities from not wearing them. Seatbelts, another concern about wearing your seatbelt, people are afraid of being stuck in the car in the event of a car crash. And I actually have something that I picked up at my local department store. This little gadget here, very small, compact, can fit right in the glove box, is actually a seatbelt cutter. So this little red portion here slides out, and this will actually cut off your seatbelt in the event that you are stuck. And this also has another nice feature. This portion here is a spring-loaded mechanism that will actually break your window as well. If you are ever stuck in a car and need to get out because of a fire, or again, your seatbelt won't come unlatched, this little $12 investment can save your life and also take that fear of being stuck by your restraint away. Another common argument brought up about seatbelts is that the airbags will save you, so that way you don't need to wear your seatbelt. That is actually false. Airbags were designed to help aid seatbelts, but not replace them completely. Airbags are commonly known to malfunction, so relying on them to work when you need them most could be a fatal mistake. And the last concern about seatbelt wearing is people are afraid of bruising and whiplash from the restraints themselves. Although minor injuries can occur, bruising and whiplash, like I mentioned, I personally feel that those are well worth it versus flying out or being ejected from the car. But these injuries can be preventable. Most whiplash injuries are due to seatbelts that are not strapped on correctly. Which brings me to my next point, the importance of wearing your seatbelt correctly. Just because your seatbelt is on does not mean it will save your life. Seatbelts must be worn snug to the body, not too tight, not too loose. The shoulder strap must stay over your shoulder, and then your lap belt must stay parallel to the ground. I know it's very common for people to slip that seatbelt over their shoulder, but that is a big mistake. The seatbelt will not work the way it was designed to, and you might get worse injuries from wearing it incorrectly. In an article written by Harry Campbell, Sheena McDonald, and Paul Richardson, titled High Levels of Incorrect Use of Car Seats and Child Restraints, an Important and Unrecognized Road Safety Issue, they stated, incorrect use has been shown to reduce the effectiveness of the restraint and can itself result in injury. So far we've covered the importance of seatbelt safety, common mistakes surrounding seatbelts, and how to correctly wear one. If you're still a skeptic, here is just one more point on why seatbelt safety is so crucial. It is actually a law to wear your seatbelt in the state of Wisconsin. You will receive a fine if you are pulled over and found violating this law. And I'm sure some of you have heard of the Click It or Ticket campaign. That is where the police force works together to raise awareness about seatbelts. And during this time, if you are found violating, the fines actually increase higher for not wearing your seatbelt. According to the Department of Transportation, where a primary enforcement law exists, seatbelt usage is higher. States such as California and North Carolina have realized a significant increase in seatbelt usage, up to 80% in North Carolina, through the combination of primary law and aggressive awareness and enforcement efforts. So not only is it beneficial to wear your seatbelt, but it is also the law. So to wrap things up, seatbelt safety is vitally important and will save your life in the event of a car crash. Today we talked about the importance of seatbelts, common concerns and fears, the proper way to wear your seatbelt, and the laws regarding them. So now that you've seen all of the evidence I have provided about wearing your seatbelt, it is a simple choice that can make a lasting effect on your life. Buckle up and stay safe.